It is now Saturday. Which means it would be gold, which I'm not farming. So it's just back to the stuff I was already getting. Ugh, 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 lag. Why is it lagging so bad? What in the... What is happening? What is happening? What's going on with the frame rate? What the hell? I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if it shows up in the recording, but I'm getting like massive frame drops. What the hell's happening? Hold on. See if you can actually see this. Oh, you can. What in the world? Okay, so they're happening on both sides. Did that fix it? Oh my god, it fixed it. What the heck was that? Massive lag spikes to start the morning. That's always fun. Don't know what the heck that was about. That was weird. I'm gonna upload that real quick. Yeah, and that's uploaded. I mean, it'll take a bit for it to actually fully upload, but you know what? That could actually be a part of it. The thunder, the storm above, that could be a part of it. Okay, so let's go to Mondstadt, grab crystal flies, and then just farm the same stuff I've been farming. I don't think I'm gonna go for any artifacts. I mean, I probably should for a few characters, but it's not like I'm trying to play visionary mode, so. I also never looked at the bosses for visionary this set of 2 weeks. Let me look at it real quick. What are the bosses? Uh, Authority Visionary. No Tenebris Papilla. That's actually really good. Okay, this would actually be really good. I could definitely do this, but I just don't have enough characters to do so. But looking at it, it would be probably the easiest one I've had access to. I think the only problem would be this thing. Huh. Ah. So this would just be how many healers do you have at once. So this is just any Geo character. Realistically, you could get through that. And then this one. This is so basically what it would be is this one is just plunging attacks, but also Zhongli. Use Zhongli for this one, just a ton of healers, which is a lot of Hydro characters, and then this one would be Kachina specifically. So I could definitely do this, like, it's possible, but I don't have the characters. I don't have I have the characters for each thing, but I just don't have enough total characters to finish it. But I can do this one, and the only difference is, I don't have to fight the last boss, which is a little less annoying. Which means Kachina can do some other fights instead. Okay. Now that I've had a quick look at that, it's time to go back and do this other stuff. Not bad for a Imagineering theater, because some of them have been ridiculous in terms of boss choices. Because the past, like, 2, or maybe even 3, have been Tenebris Papilla, which is a fucking dog water enemy. It's incredibly poorly designed, because it takes the with the amount of hits you have to do to actually get it to max amount, and then it not actually being really stunned for very long afterwards, only for it to immediately go back to having really high HP and defenses. Especially when you have to save all that stuff for when you fight that thing, and it doesn't take any damage during that phase. It's really not well thought out at all. Like, some of the bosses they've added recently just haven't really been all that interesting, or have, like, good mechanics and stuff, which is really important for a boss. Like, a lot of the bosses that exist are actually, like, really well done. Storm Terror is just kind of meh. It doesn't really have a proper mechanic. It's just that it has a really long stun duration, but you can only really damage it during that stun duration. All the hypostases have, like, actual reasonable, like, mechanics and stuff that makes them interesting. All the flowers are actually pretty good. The only problem I have with any of them is the Electro Regis Vine. I can't even remember where it is. It's all the way up here. The Electro Regis Vine, where it starts on its corolla and not on its bottom. I do actually plan on going through every enemy in the game one by one. There'll be a video for each, like, section in the archive. Like when you go in here and you go to Living Beings, each of these sections will have its own video. So Elemental Life Forms, Billy Churls, The Abyss, Fatui, Automatons, Other Human Factions, which is actually the second largest after Mythical Beasts, and this one will be probably the longest video. And then Enemies of Note will also get its own video, but it'll probably be very long as well, because, you know, quite a few of these enemies have, well, I think almost every single enemy here has a second phase as well. Only a few don't, but do have other multiple forms in their fights instead. With the exception of Storm Terror, who doesn't at all. You fight Storm Terror and that's it. Yeah, okay, just farm most of these today. I should be fine moral-wise still, I think. I should start going up instead of down, like before. Where's the other one? Ran out of stamina. Again, that is the reason I am saving for C1 Hu Tao. I do not want to have to always deal with that. I don't have to deal with the pain that is you cannot charge attack and you cannot sprint. Oh, damn it. I wish there was more than one actual teleport in Gleeonstone Forest. I mean, there is technically another one, it's just that it's not the right one. It's the domain, which means you have to unlock it first. But, like, I wish there were more. I think it's specifically just because Gleeonstone Forest is annoying to traverse. Because you don't really have many options to, like, go to another little island from the island. Okay, why is this one inside of a Teletrail camp? Okay, great. Get the shield out of here. Okay. This is probably the worst spot I've ever seen one of these put. Right in a Helitrol's camp. Sit down. Nope. I get a little bit of HP back as well. Is the amount of HP back I get like the same as the boost? I never actually looked. 6.26. It's actually a bit higher, which makes sense. Of course, the amount here is still 30% current HP. What I find, I just noticed that's interesting is that if I didn't know any better, I would have assumed that, and I actually did originally, that you build a Mighty and Hu Tao the same way. But when I actually looked at how their abilities work, or how Mighty's ability worked, I realized that he actually functions quite a bit different. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let me out. God damn. Fucking annoying ass. But the reason I would have thought that is that I originally thought that it was just like amount of HP that is removed from him, but it is actually based on percentage HP. Again, why are these in such bad spots? Stop chasing the Chishin. Where'd he go? Where? Oh my god. Annoying. I don't get why they're so insistent on putting enemies next to these. But it turns out that you don't need to increase his HP all that much, to be honest. Okay, does that last hit not count? What the heck? Okay, I know, it's just me here. So you can increase his max HP, but I don't think it really does that much for him. Unlike Hu Tao, who it's a percentage of her HP increase. And the another thing is that Hu Tao wants to stay at low HP because she gets an extra pretty significant damage boost when she's on her half HP. Which is annoying because things like Spiral Abyss don't keep her at half HP. Oh god, it's fucking cryo enemies. Are you... No, fuck off. She has not that low of crit rate. She's 60%. It feels more like 30 or 20. How many was that? That was 3, I think. No, that was 4. Oh, great. Where is it this time? I have one more to do. I haven't been back here in a while. I used to do this every day. I don't have any more, right? There we go. I used to do that every single day. Yeah, but the thing about Mighty is that the HP, or like the amount of his charge he gets for Vendetta State is based on the total percentage of HP he uses up, and because his thing removes a percentage of existing HP, or 45% specifically, if you keep him at 100% HP all the time, which is pretty easy, uh, with especially in Divergent Universe, then he's always going to be at full HP, meaning he'll always get 45 points, which is hella useful. Is it just you? This is not an enemy you put by itself. This thing is super squishy. Still not enough to fully level up? Damn. Those last 3 levels are always ridiculously expensive. Am I still... No, I'm not good. At least I get a bit of Mora. First of all, I get a Mora from just doing the ley line, but also I get Mora from daily stuff. So I can always keep fairly consistent Mora amount. Plus, I don't get Event Trick experience, which also turns into more Mora. So my Mora increases, I think, by about 50,000 a day on average. So like right now I'm sitting at... Ooh, only 7.5 mil. Alright, I can buy another one of these. In case you haven't seen the other video from me yesterday, there is... I did use up a bunch of my stuff, so I'm having to go back down a bunch, but I don't think it'll take that long for me to get back up to where I was before. So now I'm at 37, and I believe this is day 37, so that makes sense. Did not realize it lined up.